Hey everyone, this is an important update and it's good news for millions of Americans. Starting October 17th, Social Security checks are going up. Yes, you heard that right. A real increase is happening right now, not next year. If you've been asking, when will my check finally rise? This is the moment you've been waiting for. The Social Security Administration has confirmed a mid-month boost linked to the cost of living recalculations and adjustments made for 2025. That means more money for retirees, disabled Americans, and veterans, millions of people nationwide. Let's talk about what's changing, who qualifies, and what you need to do before your next deposit hits. You know, I always dig through the official report so you don't have to. I've gone through the SSA bulletins, Treasury payment calendars, and official cost of living data to make sure this update is 100% verified. Here on this channel, we keep things simple. Real updates, real numbers in plain English. Today's info comes straight from the Social Security Administration and the U.S. Treasury Department, both confirming adjustments for the October 2025 payment cycle. So, relax for a moment. I'll walk you through what's happening step by step without all the government jargon. Let's be honest, living on a fixed income these days isn't easy. Groceries keep climbing. Prescription costs never seem to stop, and even your power bill probably looks higher than last year. A lot of folks tell me they were just trying to make every dollar stretch a little further. For many of you, a $30 or $40 raise isn't just extra money. It's a few more days of groceries. It's that heart medication refill that couldn't wait. Dorothy from Indiana said it best. Every time they talk about a cola increase, I just hope it's real this time. Something that actually makes a difference. That's the feeling across the country right now. Hope mixed with relief. Because when we talk about an increase, we're not just talking numbers, we're talking about peace of mind. All right, let's get into the details. As of October 16th, the Social Security Administration has confirmed updated payment amounts for millions of beneficiaries. This is part of an early COA recalculation and correction process for the new fiscal year. In plain terms, some checks are being automatically adjusted upward. No paperwork needed to match the new inflation data and cost of living rates. If your deposit usually arrives mid-month, you might notice a slightly higher amount on October 16th or October 23rd, depending on your payment schedule. For many people, this will be the first visible raise since last winter. So who exactly gets this bump? If you're a Social Security retiree, you're on the list. If you receive SSDI, you're included. If you get SSI or VA benefits, you're part of it too. Let me give you a few examples. Dorothy, who's 72 and living in Indiana, gets about $485 a month from Social Security. She'll see around a $29 increase. Carlos, a disabled veteran in Texas who receives both SSDI and VA benefits, will get roughly $42 more per month combined. And Linda, a widowed mother in Florida on SSI and a Medicare savings program, will see a small raise plus a little less taken out for premiums. Every story is different, but together, this update touches tens of millions of Americans. Now let's look at the actual numbers. The Social Security Administration's 2025 cost of living projection based on September's CPIW data points to about a 2.6% increase, the biggest since 2023. Here's what that means in real terms. The average retiree who gets $11,915 a month will see about $49 more. The average SSDI recipient around $1,400 will get roughly $40 extra. For SSI, the typical payment of $943 will go up by about $24. Couples on SSI will see their total rise from about $1,415 to $1,450 towers. And if you're a veteran, your VA matches SSA's rate. So, a vet receiving $1,800 monthly will get about $47 to $48 more starting mid-month. Let's run a quick example. If your check is $1,800, a 2.6% increase means about $4,680 more. Even if Medicare Part B premiums rise by around $15, you still come out ahead about $31 net. It's not a fortune, but when you're budgeting every dollar, that extra bit really helps. Oh, and if you re-aft by IRMA that asks the income-related monthly adjustment for higher-income Medicare participants, you can appeal if your income has dropped. Just use Form SSA 44 from the Social Security website. Here's some genuinely good news. This October 15th increase came earlier than expected. Normally, we don't see COLA changes until December or even January, but this time the recalculation happened faster, meaning millions are getting their boost sooner. And the SSA says this will also reduce payment errors and backlogs, fewer mistakes, fewer delays, more consistency. For many people, that's $25 to $50 more each month. Enough to cover a bill, buy groceries, or catch up on gas money. If you get both SSDI and VA, you'll notice the change twice. Once from SSA, and again when VA aligns its rate. It's not a huge windfall, but it's a solid, timely improvement when it's most needed. Now, let's be real about the challenges. Yes, the raise helps, but prices are still tough. Inflation hasn't completely cooled off, and healthcare and utilities remain high. A $40 raise can vanish quickly when your power bill jumps or you fill a prescription. Medicare. Part B premiums are also projected to increase again in 2026. So at ES, important to plan ahead and understand how those deductions work. But here's what matters. You're not alone. Millions of Americans are balancing the same math, the same worry about stretching each check. And knowledge really is power here. The more you understand these updates, the more control you have over your finances. So, what can you do right now? Let's go through a quick checklist together. First, log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov. Double-check your deposit info and make sure your contact details are up to date. Second, confirm your payment dates. October 15th and October 23rd are the key ones this month. If you're on SSI, your payment might land on September 30th or October 1st, depending on your state. Third, review your Medicare details. If your Part B premium is deducted from your Social Security check, that will update automatically. If you have a Part B give back plan, contact your provider to see if their rates changed. Fourth, apply for extra help. That's the low-income subsidy for prescription costs. A lot of folks qualify without knowing it. Go to ssa.gov. Extra help. Fifth, check your state's Medicare savings programs. QMBB, SLMBB, or QI. These can pay your premiums or deductibles if you meet income limits. Sixth, look at your tax withholding using Form W4V. It's the easiest way to control how much tax is held back from your check. And finally, call your local SHIP office or your area agency on aging. Both offer free one-on-one help with Medicare benefits and budgeting. Let's recap those 7 steps real quick. Log in and verify your info. Check your deposit date. Review your Medicare details. Apply for extra help. Look into state savings programs. Adjust your tax withholding. Get free counseling. Little steps like these can make a big difference. Now, let's look at what's coming next. The official 2026 KA announcement should drop in mid-October once the September CPIW report is finalized. Early signs suggest another 2.2 to 2.6% increase, depending on inflation trends. Congress is also reviewing proposals that could expand benefits, adjust the tax threshold for retirees, and secure SSDI funding through 2030. We'll keep an eye on all of that. The official SSA statement will arrive by the end of October, and the new amounts will show up in your January 2026 checks. So stay tuned. There's a lot happening in the next few weeks. Before we close, I just want to take a moment to talk directly to you. I know this year's been hard. Prices keep changing. Bills don't slow down. And sometimes it feels like the system forgets about the people it's supposed to protect. But remember, these benefits are earned. You paid into this system for decades through hard work and taxes. This isn't a handout. It's a return on your investment in America. If you're feeling discouraged, think about everything you've already overcome. You've lived through recessions, layoffs, high interest rates, and rising costs, and you're still standing. That's strength. That's resilience. And no matter what comes next, you're not facing it alone. There's a whole community here that understands exactly what you're going through. So, if this update helped you, please take a second to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we post real verified updates every morning and evening. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed your check changing this month? Did your deposit arrive early or late? How will you use that extra bit? Groceries, medicine, or maybe a small treat for yourself. Leave a comment and share your experience. You never know. Your story could help someone else feel seen and supported. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. We'll talk again soon with the next verified update from the Social Security Administration and the Treasury Department. Until then, stay informed, stay hopeful, and keep your head high, because this October, that hope is finally turning into real results.